All right, Halos, what's up? We're back with Drew once again. What's up, Drew?
What's up? Another patch notes.
Yeah, back patch 13.22 today. Just released, it looks like 7 hours ago, the notes at least, and it'll come out, of course, live on Wednesday, which might be today or tomorrow. Not sure when this is going to get uploaded exactly, but
Yeah.
um, anyways, we got a bunch of stuff here. This is all the quick overview, of course. If you want to check out that, just pause it. I'll also be probably on the thumbnail, of course. But first up, we got brand changes. We got more modest monster modifier getting to him. So I guess they didn't give him enough last time by upping it by 100% more.
Yep. More jungle help.
Plus 10% on the monster modifier damage, and then got e-conflagration, going from up, wait, no, down by 5 flat damage on the base. Wait, no, hold on. Down by level 1, same, and then up by 5, 10, 15,
Yep.
and then plus 10% on the AP. So scale's better, but it's down really early. So that's interesting. Okay.
Yeah.
Um,
I think that's because people were. I remember the note last time they want you to not max E in jungle, so I think they're.
True.
I don't know. Whatever Freak was complaining about, I remember.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah.
All right,
Uh,
Briar next.
well, let's see. Another Briar change. Surprise, surprise. So, she's getting Q damage and armor nerf, and then R nerf as well. So it looks like her Q, which is her it's not her cancel, that's her E. So Q is
Yeah, it's a
going
stun.
from it's like her stun. Just a flat damage reduction in every rank after the first one. And then her armor reduction on that she applies is also going down. So she'll hit less hard, especially if you have armor. So that's a 5 within the counter.
Okay.
And then certain death is flat damage is going down just a bit at rank 2, and then even more at rank 3, by quite a bit. And then scaling off of
Oh
AD goes
wow.
down as well. So that's actually quite a bit of damage missing from her R. Um, so yeah, we'll have to see if this is the change that really ends up hitting her like really hard. I think it might be. These do seem like pretty big damage nerfs.
Yeah, I definitely think so. It's pretty big, especially
Yeah.
that percentage scaling on the bonus
Yeah,
AD.
yeah, yeah, for
But
sure.
okay. Up next, we got Dr. Mundo. Got the E Blunt Force Trauma, passive bonus attack damage was 2 to 3%, and now it's 2 to 3.4%, so a little bit up actually. They over nerfed him last patch, it looks like, so they're gonna revert a little bit of that back up. All
Just a
right.
tiny, tiny little buff.
Yeah, not huge, but very small. All right.
Mm. I saw a video about this on why. So they are reducing the cooldown reduction you get on E. So there's like a refund mechanic.
Mm.
It's being increased, and then our travel time decreased. So there's like a weird build where if you go like full on CDR, like full on cooldown reduction,
Uh-huh.
or I guess ability haste, you basically could just spam your E forever.
Oh, nice. I like that.
Like if you hit it, like you land one E on somebody and you just like keep clicking it and it never stops. So I think they had to math it so that wasn't possible. And then a very slight. We would need a Gragas main to comment in the chat or in the comments, but a very slight um, reduction in how fast you're. Well, I think it's like to the good. I think right. This means it travels a little bit faster or a little
um,
bit slower. Our travel time decreased.
it should travel faster, but like
That's what I was
barely.
thinking. Just a little bit. So I don't play him enough to know if that's a big deal, but maybe it lets you like pull off like a cool play
Yeah, so slightly
more
quicker.
often.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah, I'm sure it'll be
Um,
nice, but I don't know how much of a difference that little reduction makes.
gotcha. Okay. Well, yeah.
But yeah, look at the Gragas videos of the cooldown reduction Gragas if you want to
I'm
see
gonna
that.
have
Some
to.
funny.
Yeah, that sounds
Yeah,
really cool.
it's
But
pretty funny to see.
I mean, that's a big buff, right? So,
Well, 40%
I mean, they did the math right
cooldown
here, so
reduction, 40% of
it's
remaining
just up
cooldown.
on every rank
It
on the refund.
is, but it is, but because it used to be a flat, like I think 3 seconds
Hmm.
that it refunded. I don't know. I'll have to find the video, but I know that they did it to remove that like kind of exploit. So
Interesting. Okay.
yeah,
Well, okay. Well, we'll have to figure that one out. Maybe some.
yeah, we'll have to revisit that because the video and what these notes say is not lining up. So
Yeah.
yeah, I see what you mean. It does seem like they made it worse. So yeah, we'll
Sounds
have
like
to
they
see.
just buffed it, so I don't, I'm not sure, but we'll see. Anyways, bonus armor on per stack on Graves' E quick draw is gonna go down by looks like two every rank pretty much. So wow, like half, pretty much half. Well, I mean it's half level one, but I guess it's not really half on every other level. But yeah, a lot less bonus armor for Graves. Looks like he's gonna be pretty good coming into this, so they're kind of like nerfing him a little bit in anticipation a bit. Um,
Sure.
but okay, interesting.
I'm
Got
excited
your
about this
Janna.
one. Yeah, this is actually kind of like a mini,
Ooh,
like a little bit of a mini rework here,
okay,
which is cool. So I'll try and run through because I actually read the preview on this specific one. So they're giving her back 50 on her auto attack range, which is super big.
nice.
Um, a little bit more mana early, but the growth is down. She'll get more healthy as the game goes on.
Hmm.
Um, so just some nice little like that range is the biggest change when you look at the base stats
Yeah.
upgrades. The range is going to be a really big deal. Um, they finally gave her a real passive. um, Instead of moving slightly faster when moving towards an ally. Um, Now her basic attack and her W deal bonus magic damage equal. It scales off of her movement speed,
Okay.
so it's actually giving her some like extra damage as she builds move speed, which I
Nice.
feel like is that's like a better passive than just like slight faster. So
Yeah,
that felt pretty fun.
I
Um,
like that a lot more. Yeah.
yep. So that's cool. Her Howling Gale, her Tornado, it costs more to cast.
Okay.
Cooldown is longer, but it scales a bit better off of AP. And
Oh,
as you put
interesting.
points into it, it does more flat damage too.
Sweet.
So just more damage and better scaling.
Wow.
And W cooldown. So that's like her spammable ability, like the point and click attack.
Mm-hmm.
That also applies to slow. So the slow it applies is a little bit lower, but the cooldown on it is also not a flat 12. So as you put points into it, you can spam it more, which is nice. And then it looks like the damage is nerfed on paper because you see it goes from like 80 to 55.
Mm-hmm.
But remember that it'll now scale off of the movement speed too. Like it
Ah.
has that extra.
Yeah.
So I think it should be just like a net, maybe slight positive. Because you can cast it more with the cooldown reduction, and then that'll be cool.
Interesting. Okay.
Um, and then the E, which is like her kind of her most important ability, the shield. The E, as you can see, cooldown on it is going up slightly. The mana costs are going down slightly as you rank it up. And the big thing is the shield is getting stronger every single rank. So it's a bigger shield.
Nice. That's
Um,
good.
and this is like the really cool part. When you knock up um, when you knock up or slow an enemy, you reduce 20% of the cooldown on the shield.
Ooh. Okay. I like that.
So that means you can the cooldown's slightly up, but the shield is way more powerful. And then you can throw your Q or your W to get 20% of the cooldown back and like cast it again.
Nice.
So I think that's kind of a cool addition to her kit, and it kind of makes her a little bit more than just like a shield bot because
Yeah.
now you really get rewarded for hitting your CCs because you can shield them more. So
Yeah. That's cool. I
I think
like
it's
that.
good. I'm definitely gonna try her out once this hits because I have a
Yeah.
lot of games on Janna, and I think hopefully this is like a step in the right direction for. These feel like cool changes.
Yeah, pretty interesting. I kind of like it overall. We'll see how it lands, I guess.
Yeah.
Shield duration going down 1 second is kind of rough, but I guess it's overall buffed, so it's probably
Yeah,
fine.
it's slightly it's gonna be a little bit more skill based because now you're gonna have to cast it at a more exact
Precise time.
time.
Yeah,
But the reward for casting it, it's like bigger shield. So I think it's like,
yeah,
yeah,
and
it's nice.
no longer decaying is really cool. I like that.
Yeah, 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 for sure.
All right, so Casante's up next. Jay
Oh,
just they
it's just one change. He doesn't have like 1,000 changes this
yeah, I know
time.
it's really small actually. uh, the Q required bonus health for minimum cast time is going from 1200 to 1600. So, yeah, they micro patched him in the last patch actually, and they
Yeah.
made it from I think 1800 to 1200. So now it looks like they're kind of moving it back up because it's a little bit too OP now. Which yeah, it was pretty OP to change it like that, but yeah,
Yeah, just a little
that's
bit.
that's fine. I think that's good.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. Maybe he's finally going to be in a nice spot.
Yeah, hopefully.
Cassidon. I feel like I haven't seen Cassidon changes in a while. So E damage down and R damage down. So a bit of a nerf overall. His E, his which is like his force wave that he does.
Hmm.
That one is just the scaling, so it's down 5% AP scaling, and then his Rift Walk, which is probably his like most iconic ability, is also down scaling by 10%. So I don't think I don't think they're the end. It's not the end of the world, but you do have to remember Casson is like a big scaling mage. So
Yeah.
anything that hits his like scaling ratios is going to hurt him more than maybe some other champions because he likes to get super late into the game. Um, but yeah, I guess we'll have to see how big these scaling reductions are.
Okay. Interesting.
Mm,
It doesn't seem like too big, like you're saying, but definitely hurts
I
him.
don't think so. Yeah.
Interesting. Nyla's up next. We got our Q Formless Blade. Bonus attack speed. It was 10 to 60%, and now it's 10 to 50%. So that's pretty annoying for her a little bit, but not super big, I
Slightly.
don't think. Um,
Yeah.
and then her R Apotheosis. I didn't even know that was the name of it. Not gonna lie.
I think that's how you say it. Yeah, that sounds good to me.
um, damage over time. Flat damage staying the same, but the bonus 80% scaling is going down by a lot. What's that?
Oh wow.
32% less. So that's
Yeah.
pretty large, honestly. Damage over time, it says, so that's the dot. And then maximum total damage, base is unchanged, and then same thing, 32% bonus 80 being taken off of the total damage
Wow.
also. So, wow, that's interesting. I didn't think she needed nerfs, but I guess so.
Somebody decided. Yeah.
Someone decided exactly.
Let's see what's up with our guy Ramus. His armor, a pretty simple change here. Armor is going up. So
Oh,
his bonus armor on his W is up flat by 10, and the scaling stays the same. Um, but just a flat 10 uh on his or no no is that's not a flat, that's probably is that a that's probably just a percentage, right? Is it 30% or is it 30 flat
I
plus those
think it's 30
percentages for
flat
rank?
plus the
Okay.
percentage. Yeah,
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 yeah.
yeah.
So then it's just up 10 flat. So just a little one. I guess the blurb up there says he was like pretty powerful, and then he lost some in 3, 2, 1 when they did a bunch of the jungle changes.
Yeah,
So I think they're just like trying to give him a little bit of stuff back.
trying to figure out where he's gonna place, I guess.
Yeah, 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 for sure.
All right, Cinna's up next. We got some Q changes here. So her damage on her Q is going down. So 0 on the first level, 5, 10, 15, 20 down. And then bonus AD scaling is unchanged. I don't know about that. I think her Q already does very little damage overall, but I guess I can
Yeah.
see it. Um, healing is also getting changed. What's the change here exactly? Going from 40 to 100
Um,
to 40 to 80. So yeah, same thing. 5, 10, 15, 20 based on second, third, fourth, and fifth rank. Is going down on the healing. Wow, I don't know. That seems interesting. I don't think she really needed the nerf. I think she's still really squishy, and I don't think she's that strong overall. Um, but I guess they really think that she's too strong right now, so that's interesting. Your thoughts on this?
Um, I think parts of her are strong, but I don't think Q is the thing that makes her strong. So, um, like Q is definitely a good ability, but I'm thinking, there are probably other ways you could nerf her if you wanted to, but Q doesn't seem like the most critical thing about her
Yeah,
kit.
I don't. I think it's just bad, and I think she has clear weaknesses. She's very squishy, pretty much throughout the entire game, so it's a good
Yeah,
weakness for her. She's very susceptible to like dive, which a lot of champions have these days. So I don't think she really needs nerfs. Her early game's already really weak, but I don't know. I guess elite MMR it's just too good or something. I'm not sure.
yeah, maybe.
Okay. Seraphine, let's go.
How did you line this up that I talked about the two champions that I play? That's very impressive.
Yeah,
Shannon and Seraphine.
perfect.
Um, so uh these are I don't like these changes. So last changes were they were to nerf her non-support builds and then kind
Hmm.
of buff her support builds. And her support has been feeling really strong. So these are a bit of nerfs hitting. She's losing on her passive where she throws the notes. The base damage is up, but she's losing a bit of scaling
Scaling,
off
okay.
of AP.
Hmm.
Yep. So I would have to see how it evens out, but I think early it'll probably be a little bit better, and then late it will not be as good. Um, Q, which is the ability you spam in lane a lot, is getting the cooldown increased early on. By the time you max it out, it's the same. But early,
Okay,
like
that's
in
good.
laning phase, it's going to be a long cooldown.
Yeah.
And then the shield, which already got hit with some nerfs, is losing even more of its AP scaling.
Hmm.
And
Yeah.
it's not, the base is still the same. So the shield is just an overall nerf. So these are just nerfs, I think, to try and rebalance where she landed as a support because she definitely felt a little bit on the strong side. So I think they're trying to like
Mm.
bring her back in line with maybe other enchanters.
Yeah, it says they're trying to address her as a bot lane, particularly in this patch, but I don't know. This definitely hits all three, so I don't know. It's
Yeah,
interesting, I guess. Yeah, I don't really like that too much. I think the passive flat damage is kind of nice, but I mean the scaling getting hit pretty unnecessary. I think.
yeah,
Um, okay, that's kind of sucks, but I guess
yeah.
it's
But
not
I'll report
too
back on
too bad.
her and Jana. I'll play them both and
All right,
I'll
bet
report
bet.
back. Yeah.
All right, so Tom Kinch next. Oh, uh, if I'm not mistaken, I think. Oh, no. Okay. So it must have micro patched. No. It was a buff last patch. So it went from 5% or 3% to 5% of his bonus health
Yep.
scaling, and now it looks like they're nerfing it back to 4%. So it's kind of in between, but it's still an overall buff from what it was. I think on either 21 or something like that.
I think it is. It's like a slight buff from that patch, but
Yeah.
yeah, they're bringing it down a little bit.
I don't know if that's necessary, but it's fine, I guess. Not too big of a deal. I kind of like
Yeah.
him being a little bit on the stronger side sometimes. As long
Yeah.
as he's not
It's
knocking
not
you
bad.
up repetitively.
Yes, fair, 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 fair. And our last but not least champ here is Ziggs, who is getting. Oh, it's so interesting that I wonder why they put him. So we'll talk about it in a second, just overall. But there, so he's getting a attack speed, um, like his animation is speeding up, so his like auto attacks will feel a bit snappier, a little bit
Oh, good. I
faster.
like that. Yeah.
Um, and his base armor is coming down, so he'll be a little less tanky in lane, which I feel like will definitely hurt him in the like ADC position because
Especially,
that's
yeah.
probably where he needs the armor more.
Yep.
But interesting they put him here because as you'll see in this next section, if we just like scroll through and look at them, they're actually going and doing like a really big attack speed change for a lot of the mages, where they're like frequencying, they're reducing like the animation time and just making the auto attacks for a lot of the mages feel like snappier now.
Okay.
Um,
Nice.
so I guess they just put Ziggs up there because they're also touching his base armor. But
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
all these other ones are just getting changes to like make their auto attacks feel faster, which I think is good.
Ooh, okay.
I guess. Yeah. See, missile speed. Like missile speed's a bit faster. Animation's a bit less. Like they
Nice.
get attack speed. So, um, I don't know. This is probably just a buff for all these champions, but um, I think it's cool.
Yeah, this is a buff. This is a slight nerf. Base attack is the same. Growth speeds. I mean, growth is good. Okay, so yeah. I got Ari changes here. Anivia goes up. It looks like, and
Mhm.
Annie's going up, up, up. So yeah, that's all good. Attack speed, like the missile speed's really nice. I actually like that,
Yeah.
especially on the
Same with
Annie.
Cassio. Missile
Yep, yep.
speed is way up as well.
Wow. Yeah, yeah. Hers is really slow. That makes sense. And then
The
Heimerdinger.
Donger.
Both of those getting touched. Attack
How'd
wind
they
up.
sneak Ivern in here? Because they said it's like a mage update, but then they just drop Ivern. He's not a mage, but okay.
Attack
Okay.
animation will be used 25% of the time for regular attacks and every time for critical attacks. Oh, okay. So it was already an alternate attack to animation that he had, but they just didn't make it like for everything now,
Yeah, 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 yeah. Cool, cool, cool.
or at least for critical strikes. No, yeah, yeah, yeah. For regular too. Okay.
Every time, every time. Pretty good.
Karthus, yes, I was about to say he definitely needs that.
Yep,
Missile speed
yep.
up. But wow, so everything's gonna look a lot better. That's like I like that a lot actually.
Yeah, if you're a mage player, it should just like Freak was saying. The goal was to just make it like feel better to play them. So this will, I think, all these will definitely help if you're one of these a player who plays one of these mages or
Yeah,
Ivern. It should
definitely.
feel it should feel pretty good.
Yeah, I like this a lot. I was kind of wondering if they're gonna do like a quality of life kind of rundown on all of these champions at some point. Man, I'm glad
Yeah,
it's finally here.
yeah.
Hers
No,
is
this
going
is good.
down
This
on
is
the
good.
growth, but that makes sense, I guess, because static show stuff.
Yeah,
Sandra is going up a little bit on the growth. Attack wind up. Nico, yep, it's getting better. I do like that too. It is a little bit slow.
yep.
And then
Ori missile speed up slightly.
just
Hers didn't
slightly.
feel as slow as everybody else's, but yeah, there was a bit slow, so
That's
that's nice.
definitely like a because her passive gives her more damage on her auto attacks, especially
Yeah,
if you can hit them in succession. So that's actually not not too small. Although I guess that's why
yep.
it's not like a huge buff to it.
Sure, sure.
Attack wind up for Rumble, Rise.
Stinch isn't a mage either. What the heck?
I do like the Rise one especially.
Yeah, right.
Yeah, I
It's
mean
good.
Rumble. Come on, he's a fighter. Just kidding.
Yeah, yeah.
It's just AP
Fair.
champions, I guess, mostly.
Yeah, maybe it's just AP champions in general. That's fair.
Singed attack wind up. Okay.
Yep.
Syndra. See, yeah, pretty much everyone.
Teemo.
Totally
What the
Teemo.
heck?
Ooh, wow, 20%, or I mean 200 faster.
Yeah,
Those
that's
poison
nice for
darts.
Teemo.
Yeah, it's really
Yep.
nice. Okay. Attack wind up.
Vagar.
It's pretty
That's
good.
nice. Yeah, his did feel slow. Vagar's
Oh
did feel
yeah,
slow.
that's good. That's good. That's good. I like that.
Get this guy out of here. What is this? Digits of pi. Get out of here.
What the heck?
All right, freak. Calm down. Calm down.
All right, Zareth. Everything's up pretty
Zillion.
much.
Sure, sure. I think they're hitting. I'm trying to think if they're missing any other like people I would think as having a really slow auto attack, and I feel like they hit all the biggest offenders.
I don't know. I'd have to double check, but yeah, I think they got some really important ones. So that's good.
Yeah, that's
Vision
nice.
adjustments. Reveal radius on attack is 300. Okay, and then reveal circle duration is 4.5 seconds to go down to 2 seconds. Wait, what is this? Attacking from brush
Um,
makes the brush nearly unusable. It's nearly impossible to know how long you're revealed when performing attacking enemies from over a wall. Oh, okay, okay. So when you're out of vision, um, it's a smaller radius that gets revealed
yeah,
around you, and
yep,
then
yep, yep, yep.
the circle duration is also more than halfly reduced. So,
Yep.
wow, that's interesting. I kinda don't like that, but it's interesting. That's not too bad, I guess.
Yeah, I'll have to like. That's one of the ones where you'll kind of feel if it's a good change or not, like
Yeah,
in game.
definitely.
So it'll be interesting to over a couple games to see how that ends up feeling.
Definitely. And then we've got some ping changes. Within 10 seconds of getting an epic objective takedown, all allied pings directed at your champion are visible to your team.
Okay.
Okay. Okay, interesting. Actually, I guess that's fine. Yeah, that makes sense. Ping lockout timer reverted. Um, timer. Oh, okay. Wow, it was
Because
really low.
remember how they like muted pings to your allies, like when you were trying to ping like players and stuff.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
So I think this is like I think the idea here is if you steal like a Baron, they want your team to be able to like spam ping you
Yeah, yeah,
to
yeah.
like be like, oh,
Like,
good
let's
job, good
go.
job.
Yeah,
Yeah,
yeah.
yeah. So I think that's like the concept behind that first one anyway. I think when I read it.
Interesting, interesting. Alright, and then the alert and missing enemy missing pings can be used 3 times before being rate limited.
What the heck?
So
Come
you
on, I
can't
have to
spam those
ping that
anymore.
the support is roaming 100 times and the mid laner will not
True, for
react.
them to
So
realize.
yeah, I have to spam it.
Got earworm adjustments, Nexus Bliss adjustments. Feel free to pause if you want to look through this stuff, but we're not going to go through all of this. Quick lay. Okay, let's go. I was actually checking today if it was out already, but
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
it's going to be tomorrow, I
Will
guess.
be
So
released live in patch 13.22.
nice.
Um, I'm excited for this because it's supposed to let you get like in to your preferred role with like a champion. It's supposed to like basically get you right into the match without champ select
Yeah,
if I'm
which
remembering
I like.
correctly.
I
Yeah,
think.
which can be cool if you're just trying to like spam practice like a champion or something.
Yeah,
Um, and you're like, oh, I have to go through like 5 to 10 minutes of champ select. It's getting banned, blah blah blah.
yeah,
This will just let you like really get some good practice in if you're trying to like get good at a champion.
yeah, 100%. There's definitely
Yeah, for
positives
sure.
and negatives, but I think overall
Yeah,
it's going to be pretty cool.
I think this is because not a lot of people use blind pick anymore, so I think it's like
Yeah,
a good replacement for that specific queue.
yeah, for sure. Players can like select Smite starting from 7 to level 3. They're changing like new player stuff. Play
Yeah,
first rune will be available at 10 minutes and successful is 4 of 5. Wow, okay. Um, quick play surrender at 20 minutes with successful is 3 of 5. Wow, okay. Eternals will be available on quick play in a later patch. Oh, okay. So that's not going to be available at first. Interesting to note. Known bugs, purchasing a chroma in the quick play lobby consecutively may temporarily lock out chroma purchasability, and then some other stuff with chromas, and then some stuff is missing in the stats from quick play, but okay. At least they're releasing it, I guess. uh,
yeah.
global language selects.
You can change the language on your audio.
Nice.
Yeah, so if you want a different language champion, there you go. You can
That's
change
cool.
it up.
I like that.
Yep,
That's good.
yep, yep,
That's good.
yep.
And then Mythic Shop rotation, you got a bunch of stuff. Shout out to Halo. Just kidding. Uh,
Yep, yep. That's him. That's a good skin. Cyber Halo Jana. That's a good skin.
yeah, I should have that one. Come on.
Well, you can get it now.
There you go. Got the bug fixes and quality of life changes. Definitely take a look at this stuff. Can be very important sometimes. But yeah, other than that, we got Heart Seal skins coming out this patch also.
Heart Steel.
Anyone you're interested in getting, or
Um,
be
I'll
Ezreal or
play
something?
these
I don't know what you
champions.
play.
Maybe. I don't really play any of these guys.
Yeah, not really.
You
I
know,
mean,
yeah, I
I
don't
know
play
you're
any.
an avid Yone one trick, but yeah.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. That's on my alt account. That's top
Yeah,
secret.
yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. And then we got
Exactly.
Breakout True Damage Echo.
Yeah.
All right. Well, that's it. Pretty much it for the patch notes. Thanks for joining me, Drew. Kind of blazed through
Sure.
this one a little bit quick today, which is nice to not have like an hour-long video sometimes.
Yeah.
Um,
Fair. Fair. We're just
but
getting better at them. That's what it is. We're getting
exactly,
more proficient at bringing you the information you need to know.
definitely. All right.
Look, it
Well,
says right there, mage attack speed increase. They lied. They lied. Ivern and Singed are not mages. They lied.
all right. Well, thanks for watching, and we'll catch you in the next video. Peace.